Hey everybody, figured I'd make a video and show y'all what I've been doing and what all's been going on. Past couple days I've been splitting quite a bit of wood. Got the wood splitter hooked up on the tractor and it's been doing pretty good. I ain't busted wood in a couple months. Got quite a bit stacked up and dried out. I'm going to try to burn some of it down and go back and stack some more in there, but I'll show y'all the wood pile and how much more I've got done. Here's the wood pile now. I know I've made a few videos with all the wood that we had up here. I've still got a ways to go, but it's coming along. There's still quite a few pieces in there that I still need to cut up, but I've got quite a bit busted, so it's coming right along. Hopefully I can get all this done and all this mess cleaned up and have a little more yard again, but it's coming right along. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but it's starting to snow. We've got I think they're calling for like between 1 inch and 3 inches for our area between now and tomorrow afternoon, so it ain't gonna be much, but I like seeing a little bit of snow. Here's a little bit of an update. Since the flood, got one of the neighbors to take a few of those big boulders and stuff and piled up on the front side of the culvert, and they brought some guys in. I don't know who they work for or what, but they've been coming back and fixing the road, and they've dug the creek out a little deeper and piled the rock in. I mean, the roads have improved a lot. There's the upper side, but it's come a long ways. That culvert right next to the mailbox, it was an old metal culvert. You can see it across the road. It was full of mud and just old and rusted, and they dug the road up and put a new pipe in and everything, and it looks pretty good. I'm not real sure how long they've been working on the road. It's been quite a few weeks, but it's road's definitely improved, and they've done a good job. They've dug the ditches out and everything, so if we have another big storm, at least we ought to hold up a little better than what we did. So, but I'll kind of get on with the video. Show y'all what I've been doing. I've got a neighbor that has some land, and I asked him if I could ride the four-wheeler on it and everything. He said since the storm we had so much wind damage, there was so many trees that was down. He had it logged, and all these logging roads just got covered up with trees. Most of it was pine trees, but there were some places there'd be one tree down and you could drive a pretty good ways, and then you'd get along and there'd be 5 or 6 down in one spot, and it'd take forever to cut them and clear them out. And I'm trying to not just cut a space just for a four-wheeler, but cut it big enough that if he wanted to, you can get a truck up in there. And I've got quite a bit done up there, so I've had the four-wheeler running for a little bit, trying to warm it up. I think it's down in the 30s. It ain't too cold, but I'd rather warm it up a little bit before I go. But I'll take y'all with me, and I'm not going to be ripping it or nothing like that. Just riding around. We'll look at everything, see what y'all think, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching. Well, it looks like it's going to start snowing pretty good here in a minute. doing a little more than flurrying now, so we'll head on up there and look at everything. Wind's been blowing a little bit today, but hopefully it ain't blowing any more trees down. Put it in low going up through here. I'll tell you, that kind of hurts. That snow hitting you in the face going 25, 30 mile an hour, especially when it hits you right in the eyeball. It may be more like sleet. It's kind of hard. It ain't as soft as snow. I may have to take it a little bit easier coming back home. Down through here wasn't too bad. I hope y'all can hear me. Most of this I didn't really have to do anything with it besides maybe move a little bit of brush out of the road, but I didn't really have to cut nothing till on up here ways. Right there's the first tree I had to cut. Pretty good looking oak tree. Some of this stuff was already cut, just where they logged it, and they was cutting some trees to get out of the way to get to some of the bigger ones. But a lot of this did fall from the storm. Right down in there, it's pretty bad down there. There's quite a few trees. I think in that one spot right before you get to my neighbor's house, there's like 5 or 6 or more just all in the same spot that I've got to cut. Right here I think is the worst spot that I had to cut out. There's a bunch of trees right through here. It's got blown down. This is a pretty place back in here. I remember coming up in here when I was little and playing in the woods. I always loved coming up here. There's two fields up in here. I'm going to try to get to them next. That one, I can go up that way and get to that one. This one, I've got to cut a few more trees to get to it, but it ain't too bad. That one, I can drive underneath that and go left up to that field, and I can get to the top of the ridge right there on that road. And there's a few more trees up there I've got to cut. See a little bit more now. There's that other field, and there's that one. A lot of trees down up through here. This storm is one reason why I got a four-wheeler. Not being able to get out of the driveway, and there was a lot of people couldn't use their vehicles or anything to go anywhere, get gas or groceries or nothing, and that was their only means of transportation. And that's one reason why I did go and get an ATV. Be able to travel in case something happens, road washes out or whatever. I can still go if I need to. We had to walk quite a bit when I lost the driveway, and we won't have to worry about that now. Over in here, this is our land, my family's land. It kind of ties in together. A lot of our wood we'll get from up in here. We'll bring our tractors. Me and Daddy come up in here with our tractors, and we'll cut a section or cut a log or something, and get a logging chain, drag it out, and go cut it up. And it's firewood. It's better than buying it off of somebody. Do a little bit of work and save a whole lot of money. I'll tell you, that's one thing I love about this four-wheeler, is that four-wheel drive downhill descent. It's got that engine braking, and it'll only brake on the back two tires going downhill, and you'll kind of, the back end will go to scooting with you going off a hill. But if you do that, it can just crawl down through here. And this is a pretty good size hill. I don't know how well the camera shows it, but it's kind of steep. This thing does awesome. It'll just about stop. thing I like about it. It's 4-wheel drive on demand, so I mean it's not staying in 4-wheel. It'll kick in and out of 4-wheel when it needs it. When the tires go to spinning, I don't know how it does it, but it automatically engages. There's one tree limb that's fell. But here, from the other side all the way out here to the main road down here, it's 0.7 miles, so I mean it's not a real long ways, but it's more trails to ride than what I had before. It's took quite a bit of work to get it to where I could ride it, but I can get up through here in 2-wheel drive, but I don't spin as much if I keep it in 4-wheel. This is a pretty good little ride. Hopefully I can keep working on it just here and there when I get some downtime, and I'll get a few more of these trails opened up. And ride around a little bit. Make a few more videos. If I showed it a little bit ago, but that ought to show you right there how bad the wind was, and I guess how saturated the ground got. I mean, it just completely uprooted that tree. There's a few others down through there. I'd say on this ridge during the storm when Helene hit, I'd say it was pretty windy. Probably be pretty scary to be up here on this ridge top right in the middle of it. People can't imagine how bad the storm was until you just live it. I mean, you can see videos and pictures for hours, but you don't really understand it until you live it, or you've been in that place and seen it in person. Kind of gives you a whole nother respect for nature and weather and everything else. I'll tell you, the engine braking and that downhill descent, that comes in pretty handy. You save your brakes a lot. I'll tell you, this thing rides pretty smooth compared to any other four-wheeler I've ever rode. I really like riding this thing. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. It's pretty wild up there on that old logging road, how many trees is blown down and how many I've cut and how many more I still have to cut. Still got quite a ways to go, but it's coming along slowly but surely. I'll go ahead and say I apologize. I haven't been making many videos here lately. Kind of run out of ideas and stuff to do and not a whole lot going on, and I may go outside and bust a little wood for 30 minutes at a time, go back in and come back out and just back and forth, and I kind of forget to bring the GoPro with me and video and everything. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, and if you don't care, please like, subscribe, and comment, and thanks for watching.